Welcome to Beyond the Bio, where we highlight trusted businesses within the Brother and Sister Network. I am your host, Frances Moreland, and we're here with Shianne Morgan, the mind behind Brothers and Sister Network. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing? You look
I'm
nice.
Thank you. You do too, girl. You look good.
Trying.
So it's like I usually try to do like a short description of the business right here, but since you're like the brains of this operation, the
Oh
brother and
my
sister
goodness.
network, let's just jump right into it. Like, just give us a short, just like a short summary of why you decided to do what made you decide to do Brothers and Sisters Network.
Yeah, so being just busy. So we have a 5-year-old, my husband and I, we have a 5-year-old, we have a 2-year-old, and then I'm pregnant and due in less than a month currently. And so just having a family, managing all the things. I am independent consultant for Norwex and I love their stuff. And so running that and just life and trying to keep the important things first, it's hard to balance all of that and get your business out there. And plus, you talk with your friends and you're like, do you know anyone who does this and does that? And of course, we can all Google or we can all search, but when it's a referral based business from a friend, you just automatically feel better and you can trust it a little bit more. So I'm like, man, if there was like one spot where I can get my business out and others can get their business out that are trusted friends and people can go to it and just one resource. That's kind of how I came up with the idea. So it's a referral base. Everyone is referred in from somebody and
Mhm.
we interview and we go through a process of just vetting the businesses. And so, yeah, it's been working really well, and all the businesses on there are great. So that's kind of how I got the idea. I've been working on it for more over almost a year,
Mhm.
and it's only been at currently like 3 weeks that we launched. So I think we've been doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. We know a lot of like companies like this referral type websites is kind of animated, right? Not animated. That's not the word I'm looking for. Where technology is taking the thing, taking it and okaying it right away. But with this, you actually vet the people, you actually interview them, and then the best thing of it all, it comes from referrals. So it's kind of like I love the different levels of the trusting in that. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, if I could speak to that. So someone can't just hop on like you said. So there's an application, they're referred. The application's there. They fill out the application, I review it, I look at their stuff, and then I send them an email and then they do an onboarding call, like what we're on Zoom and we talk and we vet them. And then they go through the process of creating their account and coming on. And I still approve that. And I even approve their listing that goes on the site. And so everything is just want to make sure 100% that they are good businesses and they're vetted.
Awesome. So we talked about the network, why you started it, who's on the network, the different businesses. Who does this network serve?
So we just make sure that everyone who's on here, we make sure that their values in line with ours, right? We
Mhm.
want businesses that are trustworthy. We want businesses that are honest, that are not going to take shortcuts in their product or in their service. And so that's really what businesses that we're looking for. And the best businesses of those is someone that we know, right? Because we can vet for them. We've either experienced them or we know about their business. And so those are the businesses that we're looking for.
Oh yes, I love it. All right, Cheyenne. So is the network geared to more small business, big business, medium business? Like what businesses is this like geared towards?
That's such a good question. So we cater to small businesses, so you can either be like crafting or selling cookies. It can be even someone who's starting a business and they're starting small. And then we have even bigger businesses. We have some friends on there that I call them my friends because they are like all my friends. But we have some businesses in the network that have shops and they run full businesses and they ship nationwide and then we have all the ones in between. So we have some local businesses where, they serve locally in an area, like photography or sometimes some medical assistances we just onboard, and so they serve locally or within their state, like insurance or something like that. But then we have some that are virtual that serve nationwide or even, worldwide, and that can be like taxes. And we have one on there and she serves throughout the whole nation. And so just different things like that, virtual assistants, and we have everything in between. So yeah, definitely little, small, and bigger. We're adding on more everyday need services. So we're always looking for like mechanics, plumbers, electricians, and things like that. So locally, you guys can just pop on and find someone local in your area to take care of your car or take care of, a nanny and your kid or a babysitter. So yeah, it's definitely anything and everything.
I like that. That is awesome. And I love the fact that you call them your friends because it feels like a family, it feels
Mhm.
like it feels like as a consumer, as somebody looking for a certain service, it feels like I'm being part of a community or a family. So I like that.
Thank
So,
you.
last question about your business and vision. What has been your biggest challenge of getting SNB Network off the ground?
Balance. I think the same reason why I made it, right?
Yeah.
So, having the children, having your life. I'm a spiritual person, so I prioritize that, my spirituality, and making sure we're taking care of spiritually, physically, and all the stuff. And then also, throughout this process, I got pregnant. And so I actually have been working on this before I got pregnant. So not dealing, but just managing my pregnancy in a healthy way with me being a night owl and also like almost slightly a perfectionist, not overdoing it. So I think balance have been just the hard thing. And then letting some things go. Sometimes
Mhm.
as a business owner, you just have to let things go, and it's not going to be perfect, and it's okay for it to not be perfect. And so easing up and some expectations, just that I put on myself or pressure that I put on myself that's not necessary, I think
Mhm.
has been like the hardest thing.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine because we all live such busy lives as it is. So starting a new business and getting it up and running is definitely can be challenging.
Yeah.
So with that being said, you just kind of explained a lot of stuff about balancing and things like that. So what does a typical business day look like for you?
Okay, so today's a good example. So I get up whenever my alarm clock is, which is my children. So if they oversleep, we all oversleep.
Mhm.
I should really set my alarm clock, but they've been consistently waking up at a before my daughter has time to get ready for school. So today today my youngest woke up about 7:30.
Mhm.
So she cries. I sit up. My belly's heavy to sit there for a moment. So I get up, take care of them, get my oldest ready for school, have breakfast, get her out the door. I start my onboarding meetings at 10 o'clock if I have any that day. So today we had two. And so my daughter leaves, my husband drops her off to school. So she leaves out the door in between like 8:50 and 9.
Mhm.
And so they leave out the door. So I know my calls start at 10. So I try and do a lot of one-on-one time with my youngest, my 2-year-old. So either we're trying to clean up together or we're reading a book. I really try hard to give her that one-on-one time. She's really independent. So when my calls start at 10, I had one at 10 and one at 11:30. She'll be pretty okay, or she's my boss, so she'll be on here with but she'll play by herself. I get her situated, either water play or whatever the case may be. I make sure she's set up. I do my onboarding calls. We meet new businesses. And then whatever gap I have, I take a break, I eat, take care of the little one. My calls end about 12 or
Mhm.
12:30 or so. Put my little one down for a nap, and then I work. When she wakes up from her nap, I go and pick up. I either do onboarding calls again or I pick up my oldest from school, homework, dinner, bed. And if nothing's going on, I work the business
Hmm.
and I try to go to bed before a decent time.
I have another question for you.
Okay.
So you just told us how a work day looks for you. Could you tell us what a reset day look for you? Like when you need to reset and rest?
I don't know what rest is.
Ah!
I
Spoken like a
mean,
true leader, like a big
I
boss.
I can say this pregnancy when he's done, he's done. So like if there, every day I will have something planned or whatever, but there's been some days where my body and my baby in my belly, he's just like, we're done today. So I was it on we had a full day Saturday and Sunday I woke up and I'm like, yeah, I can barely get out the bed. So I rested and I appreciate my husband because he can just, he's able and willing and happily will pick up the slack, even though it sacrifice his work or his whatever. He works from home. But when my body is done, I just done. So my reset and rest days is not a choice for me. There- when my body is like, you're done.
Yeah,
But yeah, balance. I'm working on balance.
that's good. That's just like big boss energy right there. That's what we hearing. All right, so now this is one of my favorite part of interviews. It is time
Okay.
to bust a myth. Okay, so
Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
ask you a myth about networking. Okay,
Okay.
some people think that networking is just promoting your business. How does SMB Network challenge that?
I think we're more than just promoting your business. Like I said, it's not every business going to come on here that we will definitely just okay. So we're promoting your business, yes, but we also put our the stamp of approval behind it. I think so. I think that is a huge difference. The process of where they are at for us to promote them, I think is big. But then also we get to know them, right? So we have YouTube and you meeting them all and sharing a little bit about them. I think just knowing more about them more so than their business is what we're promoting to like their people and why they do something kind of makes someone want to work with someone, whether it's for buying a product or having them do a service for them. I think we're more than just this is just a business. Like this is the person behind the business that we support, and this is why. I think is our the biggest difference I haven't seen anywhere else.
I love that because not only are, like you said, not only are you supporting a business, but you're supporting a community. You know, you
Yes.
supporting people. I love that answer. So Cheyenne, what would you say to someone who's thinking about joining the network?
Oh, come apply. I mean, you can't, if you don't if no one does refer you on our website, there is a what is it? It is where you can ask or inquire or inquiry, you can put an inquiry. So yeah, you can definitely reach out. And I think that you'll be surprised that we offer more than just a listing. I get a lot of that. We do a lot of support on the back end for our businesses. So it's very valuable. Right now we do monthly meetings where we have different professionals come on and just educate us, either it be on taxes. We have one on taxes next month we have one on cybersecurity. We have a lot lined up for technology and how to use AI in your business and just tips like that is just valuable. And so you're getting more than just a listing. So yeah, definitely come on. Know that we're gonna support and share your business, but then you're gonna grow as we grow as well.
That's such a warm invitation to give someone. So if you want to look into the network, make sure you check them out at snbnnetwork.com. We see it right here. To learn more about the network and to learn about more about Cheyenne. And then I will also make sure I put that link down here in the bio. So Cheyenne, is there anything else you want to add before we close out?
No, I think that's it. Just definitely check us out before you go looking on Google for any type of business. Check us out and know that all the businesses on there are good. And thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Cheyenne, for coming on.